Hi, I'm Rose Duncan. I hope you are very well. So this is going to be my first video for my new channel, which I'm going to load onto YouTube. So currently I have an ASMR channel. If you don't know what that is, I'm not going to pronounce it because I'm going to spell it wrong or say it wrong. But basically it's to do with helping you relax and get to sleep. So you can always look that up. So I've wanted to do a sort of non-ASMR channel for a while now, and then I thought about it and have spoken to people on Instagram and actually here on YouTube on my other channel, and decided to give it a go. So I'm going to start with a sort of current favourite beauty products. So I think I will keep the channel very similar to my ASMR channel with beauty, lifestyle, sort of fashion, etc. Similar to what I do on Instagram as well. So I thought this was quite a nice sort of opening video. And then I also thought about doing a Louis Vuitton video. I've bought a new item and that's due in the next couple of days, or vintage item actually, but new to me. I thought that would be quite a nice video to do. So if I start with my current favourite beauty products, and we'll go from there. So, I don't know if there's a particular order in which I should use them, but I suppose we can. So let's talk sort of skincare and body care. I've actually just used these two products, so I can talk through what they do. They're by Alpha H, which is an amazing skincare brand. And the first item is a liquid gold smoothing and perfecting mask with lavender concentrate skincare. Now this is a mask which is quite thick actually. You can tell I like it. Oh gosh, because quite a lot missing already. So you apply this all over your face, and you can leave from 7 to 10 minutes. And the idea really is to sort of perk up the skin, remove the dead dead skins. It's going to clarify and brighten as well, sort of leaving the skin looking really fresh. I use this quite often. I think at least twice a week, sometimes more. The smell is divine. It's kind of like a clay texture. And it does have a tingling sensation, which it does say on the back. I don't think it's uncomfortable at all. I would only say it's uncomfortable when I have previously exfoliated a little bit too much, or I tend to shave after using this. If you shave pre-hand, then it's going to tingle a little bit more. I also have Botox just under a week ago now, so I did avoid it for a few days just to let the forehead settle. So just being careful with that. They obviously are very known for their liquid gold collection, especially the sort of topical ointment, which is sort of applied over the face, which I adore. I've actually run out, which is slightly devastating, so this is a very good sort of drawn place. They did a rose one, which was a limited collection, which was utterly divine. So really, really nice to get the skin looking sort of fresh, and sort of ready for other products to go on top of. Also within their line, gosh, I'm knocking things over, is a sort of body wipe, which is kind of an odd thing to say, but they are. You can tell I've also used quite a lot of these. So there was 25 double-sided wipes. These are also within the liquid gold family. They are a body cloth, and one side is textured, so as you're wiping over the skin, it is exfoliating. Massage the textured side of the cloth evenly over dry skin, followed by smoothing the skin with the soft side for perfecting, or for perfectly even and soft, well hydrated skin. I'm not wearing my spectacles, I'm not that blonde. And these can be used daily, which is really lovely. I quite like these on things like the elbow or the shoulder. Oddly enough, I use them here as well, shaving as well, which is quite nice. Also lovely over the summer with feet and things, a nice way to sort of remove all that from sandals, etc. So really, really love those. Those there. Let's stick with skincare, I guess. Now, I wanted to try the Ombre Elise Le Concentrate for quite some time, and I've actually never seen it in a store where I've been, which is quite devastating. I could have ordered it online, but I'm totally not one of those online people. I'm really bad at sort of ordering online. I really like to be around the product and play, etc. So I was actually very kindly sent this by the PR that looks after it, Sparkle, and I think I've had it less than a week, and as you can see, slightly obsessed already. Sam Chapman, Pixie Woo, is a fan of this, and that's one of the reasons I always wanted to try it. And the sort of cream texture is divine. It sinks in instantly, which I loved. And obviously being dry skinned, my skin is very much liking it. But this does say for all skin types. Moisturizer / makeup primer or moisturizing mask. You can leave it on as a mask, but it's just divine. So I'm going to definitely be wanting a large version of that. With the skin still, I've been using a lot of the range by Stoa, which I discovered at Men's Fashion Week. This is a male-driven brand. Gosh, it's terrible English, but why not? If you want to use it and you're a lady, it doesn't matter. I just think it's quite nice to sort of have male skincare as well. This is an energizing eye serum. I quite like the packaging. It's all very similar to this. It's very quite sort of bathroom chic in the grey and the white. The lady that owns it is adorable. She's very, very nice. And yeah, I've been quite a fan of that. And now at the age group where eye cream is totally needed, constantly bathing in it may happen soon. And let's go on to sort of face mask. Technically slightly backwards a step, but there we go. So I was very kindly sent these as well by, I want to say Shray. I'm totally going to get this wrong. SHRAY. They're actually based in New York. The holographic packaging on this is rather divine. I think it's called Holosexual, if you like that. And then there's the one in here as well. I've used one of each so far. This one is the Iceberg sort of sheet mask, and it's designed to cool down and soothe irritated skin. So these are amazing after if you've shaven, if you're a chap, or if you've been breaking out recently, or just in general quite sore. These are going to be a must for when Glenn and I fly to New York, because it's such a long flight, and then you do get super dehydrated. These other ones here are the hydration and brightening mask in this particular packaging, and what I love, obviously the outside of it is really charming as well, but the inside is so thought about, and they have different ones for different styles, which is there, rather charming. And how many did I get in here? I think it was 4 of these, and then you can leave them up to 20 minutes. Yeah, really like those. They're very, very hydrating, and I tend to quite often use the sheet mask. I think it's really good for my skin, especially travelling. I am the one wearing them and don't mind wearing them either. Where shall we go next? I suppose keep with the skin is always quite good. Things like primers. So this is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. Now, what one do we have? Just the backlight, so it's the clear. They do have a green and a lavender. Now, so I've used Becca for a very long time. Now I know it's huge, like everyone is obsessed by it, and for very good reason. They are incredible. I came across them, gosh, at least 10 years ago, when they were a very small store, and they had, I think they still have a shop into them. We're classing it as Sloane Street, or is it more on the other end? Kings Road. That way. And I was actually invited down when I was working with a lingerie brand, actually, and they did the makeup for the campaign, and the makeup is divine, really, really divine. I was always a massive fan, and very much so it's now in the forefront, so not forgotten about it, but I wasn't using it as much, and then now being sort of at the forefront of everything, I very much enjoying using it again. Terrible English today. And this is really, really pretty. You can apply all over the face if you want to, or add where you want it to, and this can be for a very subtle glow over the top of a liquid, or underneath for that really beautiful glow all over, which they're very, very much known for. And then in combination, I use the Airbrushed Away foundation, which is number 7. This isn't called beige. Now, this was given to me at Actually Boots event, and they scanned my skin and gave me this, and I was like, no, it's way too dark. But it works. It blends in really nicely. I definitely want another one actually. It's one of these sort of literally airbrushed, sort of non-detective foundations. It can be built up if you want to, but I quite like how light and sort of seamless it is. And then obviously mixing it with concealer will make it go further. But yeah, number 7 is like a really good range and totally affordable, so I really like that one. And then to work alongside it, I use the Boing Concealer, which is from Benefit. I don't know if this has a shade or not. It's going to be the lightest, I know that much, because I am, oh gosh, that fair. And then this is really lovely concealer. Now, I know they have released the new ones not long ago. Haven't had a chance to try them, unfortunately, but I have heard great things. So I will have to get my mitts on those, but I really like this. And this is really nice to blend in with the fingers or a brush, depending on the effect you would like. Just quickly, just to show you how much it lifts up. I'm very dark under the eyes today. I have awful night's sleep, so it's very much showing in my face today, which I can't do a lot about. Apart from lots of hydration later. Okay, where should we go next? I suppose if we stick with Benefit, actually. Now this is definitely my favourite mascara, and this is the Benefit Roller Lash, and this is in chocolate brown, which I'm wearing now. It's really lovely. It's not clumpy, it's not sort of overpowering, but it builds a really lovely lash. And obviously in brown it's a lot more subtle, so I do quite like this on sort of no makeup or relaxed days, or depending on what you're going for, but obviously in black fine as well. Really nice wand, and it just sort of just catches the lash and just gives a really yummy effect. Big fan of this. There we go. As I poke myself in the eye. Nothing like a true professional. Yeah, a really big fan of that. And then sort of within the mascara family as well, I recently went to the Gosh launch of the whole new collection. I'm actually a massive fan of Gosh. I don't know if everyone is aware of actually how amazing the products are. Obviously being a drugstore brand, it can sort of get looked over. But I really liked them for such a long time. And their new mascara is called My Favourite Mascara. And this is a black mascara with oak extract, and this is really lovely. Again, really buildable. I'll just take the excess off there, and really separating, really lengthening, not clumpy. I can't bear clumpy lashes, that's totally not my thing. This with a couple of coats, and it is buildable. You're not going to get that sort of weird lump over the top. This alone gives a really amazing effect, but also obviously if you're going to wear sort of individuals or false lashes, but in terms of the price point, really amazing. So those two are lovely, and actually sometimes black on the top, brown on the bottom, or in the day, and then I can build up. They work over each other, which is really good. Speaking of Gosh, next two products are Gosh actually. So this was also within the collection, actually they both were. And this is a growth serum for fuller brows. I've been trying to grow my brow hair up in here. I was using the Benefit, I think was it Wow Brow? And I ran out, but really lovely. So giving this a go now, as this was in a gift bag, and also really enjoying that. The only difference with this one, this is quite wet, so you don't want to really go ham hog with it. But sort of brush it through, and I focus more where I'm wanting the hair to grow. Also was giving it a go in the hairline just to see a difference, because obviously you don't want to do one eyebrow and not the other, because one bushy brow is a bit bizarre. So I just popped it within my hairline over the last sort of couple of weeks. I have two, one for that, one for the brow, just so I can see if it's working, and very much is. So really lovely. And then also they have the lift and highlights in 00 Nude. I do believe this is one shade, so it might work on most, but not everyone. It's quite fair, but sort of the highlights. It depends what kind of look you want to go for. It's quite a goldy, but quite subtle look. It's quite pretty anyway. I think it's quite charming, and these are quite nice within the brow, and also the matte side in here. And as you can see, I'm so dark. Any help is a bonus, like so. And then where are we next? Also, gosh, within that collection is the Lumi Drops. Very similar to Daniel Sandler's watercolour blush, I believe is the name. And this is kind of a corally colour. Coral, we're classing this as coral, yes, 010 coral blush. Very pretty, very subtle if you want it to be, or buildable if you want more of that effect. And then where should we go next? Should we go with the more sort of luxury item, which is the Victoria Beckham for Estee Lauder. This highlighter has been my world since it launched. I pretty much only wear this or a Jura Cosmetics one. Was this called Mercury something? That shows you how much I've used it. It's no longer there. I want to call it Mercury. It was definitely Mercury something. Her new collection is due in September and very much already on the waiting list for that at the Dover Street store. Obsessed by Victoria anyway. I wear so much of her clothing. It's divine, so can't wait for the rest of the makeup. And then I'll end on one fragrance. I'm always a fan of fragrance. So this is the Missguided Babe Power. This is an eau de parfum. What I loved about this bottle, it made me chuckle. It's designed to look like a can of, cola or whatever. The fact it's rose gold is divine. I love the sort of ring pour is actually a push cap, like so. This very much reminds me of Christian Dior Hypnotic Poison, which I wore when I was 16, 17. So loved having this sent to me because it's very much reminded me of my youth. So I'm old. While we're here, let's down a little bit. A little bit more subtle compared to Hypnotic, or how Hypnotic used to be. I haven't smelled it for a long time, but I remember it being very heavy. My friend used to say, "Are you wearing Play-Doh?" because it has that texture. But I really, really like this. I think it's very charming. The price point is super fantastic. I think it was around £20 when I saw it in Superdrug, available at Superdrug in the UK. I don't know if it's on Missguided site. Might be worth a peruse, but if you're near a Superdrug, always a good idea. So those are my current beauty favourites. Hopefully you enjoy the video, and if you've come over from my ASMR channel, thank you so much for the support. And if you're new, thank you so much. Going to do the YouTuber thing of subscribe and like and all that jazz, and I'll catch up with you all soon. Lots of love.